What are the pros of having a good name?
I mean, you see I'm reaping the benefits of that right now. My business is doing great. People trust me.
Yeah.
So, they don't have a problem spending money with me. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I say the same thing. Like, if you want me to spend some bread with you, that's totally fine. I'm willing to do that. But you got to make me feel good about it, right? I'm spending money with you. Shit, make me feel good about spending the money. Like, when people make it difficult, like, to build these relationships. I know one thing I know is like being around people that got money already, right? So like money to them don't really matter. The relationship does more. You get what I'm saying? So like how you interact with me, like if you broke as fuck and I'm a millionaire, there's not too many things financially or like, you know what I mean, that you could really do for me in that state. So what else can you really offer me besides maybe loyalty or good company, being real with me, some shit that a motherfucker really need in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what connected me to this. I remember we was talking about that shit before. Like I done bought bottles for niggas that didn't even they done probably bought 100 that night. And that bottle cost me $500. That was my last, but that didn't register. But then I done built a real relationship with a motherfucker by sitting down with them, calling them, telling them happy birthday, saying Merry Christmas to the family. Got a real relationship with him, you know what I'm saying? Being personable with a motherfucker really would get you where you trying to go and be real with a motherfucker. You feel me? I'm not the type of person that the money don't do it for me, right? Because I know a bunch of rich fake niggas and I know a bunch of poor real niggas. The money don't always like do that. I just know from where your work ethic is. You know what I'm saying? That's where that goes. But you got to be personable with people. You know what I'm saying? And know. So that's why it's like I get to reap those benefits because people are they trust it. They know I'm not gonna do you bogus. You come over here spend some money with me, you gonna get exactly what you pay for.
Yeah.
Or if you don't feel like you did it, we gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Period.
In that case, like that's a good thing to know because I think a lot of people overly value money, but characteristics,
for sure,
skill sets, assets, that's never really a conversation. It's
for
always
sure.
Get the money. You can have the money, but if you don't have the right understanding of money,
definitely,
and where to put it,
you'll never keep it. You'll never keep it. For sure.
So,
I done been up and down, real hustler, bro. I done been super far up, and then I done been completely broke, homeless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit, dude. Like that. If you don't know what the fuck going on, you know what I'm saying? It's quick. It's in and out.
So for you, in that case, for you to be able to consistently, you know what I'm saying, be able to climb the ladder of having it, what's been some of the things that's helped you continuously level up in terms of the skill sets or characteristics?
Sure. One of the things I would say, obviously, my skill set is with the engineering and doing the music, and being personable, being able to communicate with people, learning how to talk to different parties and different plethoras of genres, and you know what I'm saying, different type of people, not just being stuck on the hip hop crowd. I only got the hip hop guys coming in here, everybody in here, Lil Durk type beat. You know what I'm saying? I got Turkish clients. I got clients that come in here that do not speak one lick of English at all, like literally. So we vibing off the waves. He say bring him back right here. Got a translator in here. So I've had multiple different. I have African people come here. I've had all different type of ethnicities come in here. So like, it's just like being able to communicate is one of the things that I feel like got me to where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Communication and investing. Investing is huge. Man.
So is this like financial investments? Is this time? Is this
both? Because time is for me, time is the main currency, and then there's money, right? So it's like time comes first, because I mean that's way more important. You gonna put up any amount of bread to try to get some time,
because it's actually finite. Time is literally finite.
Right.
You can make hella money.
Right. Forever. You can make money forever, but the time, that's it. You can't go buy no money that you're gonna bring you back no time. So that's why that's really, if you think about it, that's all we're paying for really in the end of the day, is to try to survive, right? So we want more time. Yeah. You know what I mean? People will pay for their health. People will, you know what I mean? They want more time. We're just trying to get more time. Like that's it. For sure. So I say invest. So when I say investing, like we invest in people too. Like you invest your time into a person. Like me sitting down and being willing to tell somebody things that took me forever to learn. Yeah. That's me investing into you, because I feel like me telling you that knowledge might help you, which can help me, and maybe we could team, maybe we could grow. So like investing in that aspect and monetarily, definitely money too.
100%.
You know, one of the OGs always he used to tell me like he brought this white lady around me and she was just like everybody that was with him was like, damn, oh man, this is so cold. Like they was just like admiring my shit. And, you know, I'm like, oh, pop my yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was like saved up my money and woo, you know what I mean? And got my and Shorty was like, she was like, poor people save money. And I was like, damn. She was like, no offense, but she's like, poor people save their money. She's like, rich people invest. And then I was like, say less.
Okay.
Because then I just stopped saving my bread, bro. I'm serious. Like that's why I don't do a lot with the liquid. Because I know that continuously investing into what you know is going to grow, you got to water that shit. You feel me?
You can't let your money get bored.
No, never, bro. Because it ain't going to do shit sitting in no bank. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for you, and we all know what time it is. It's 2024, boy. Them little, you know, savings accounts and all that shit ain't doing nothing for you. Invest your money, man. Make sure that you do it the smart way.
Okay, so obviously we got the studio right here, right? So this has been an extremely good investment for you.
For sure.
So outside of that, you know what I'm saying, you talked to me about events. Obviously, you got pieces of merch and products.
For sure.
So outside of the clothing, what's been one of your favorite investments that you've put into consistently?
Oh man, you know, I got into the stock market. Okay. And so there's ups and downs. Sometimes I really love it and sometimes I hate it.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Right now is a weird time to deal with the stock market. It's really like it's not pretty, but when I got into it, it was very top tone and I was moving with the vultures and I was making a little bit of bread and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Yeah, so that was cool. That was probably one of my favorite investments. But my favorite thing to invest in is myself, bro. Like if I'm being like super rad, like think about it. But like the things that I love to do that I feel like, cause I guess the studio, right? This is something that I love to do, and so I invested into this. Not because I thought it was gonna make me money though. So that's where I invested into this. Obviously, the end game is to make nobody wants to just throw their money in the air. Let me clarify that. I ain't no stupid ass nigga. I ain't just throwing money in the air. But what I'm saying was like, this is me already. I already had a studio before I had a business. I want niggas to know that because I don't know if niggas really know. Like I had 3 studios before I ever started a business.
When you say studios, do you mean
like I had office rooms? Like I would like not like in my basement. I mean like I would go and rent out an office space and completely make it a studio.
You saying full-on studios, 3 of them?
I had 3 studios before I had a real actual studio, but they were just in like office spaces, right? Yeah. They weren't like this big. But I would go rent out an office space for $500-$700 a month, and I put a full studio in it. And I pay for it out of my pocket. I buy all the stuff. I pay for my. And people used to be like, dang, like, why you don't re-record nobody else? But it was because I wasn't there yet for my satisfaction. I didn't think that I was good enough to record other people. See, this is what I said, like, to try to tell you last time, like, I don't know shit about this shit, bro. Nothing. I'm just better than the average nigga that does this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of people that you gonna meet that's better than me at this. But that don't mean that I know everything. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in here like, I know everything, because I learn new shit every single day. But what I'm trying to say was that, like, I spent a lot of man hours figuring out how to do this shit before I decided that it was even going to be a business. So I was investing into myself. You know what I'm saying? I was investing into mastering something personally that I was going to do it regardless. Because I love to make music. I was making money off writing songs for other artists. And the only way for me to continue to write those songs and produce those songs would have been for me to have a studio space, right? So it was either I was going to pay somebody else to do it or I was going to do it myself. Once I started to do it myself and realized how important the engineer actually was, I said, that's the guy I want to be. I don't know if I want to be the artist. I like to be the guy who's in charge of like production and engineering and putting them things together. And that's when I started my mastering something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like investing into yourself is the most important. That's where it should start. Most of us kind of go a little bit backwards, but once you start to get to somewhere that you want to be, you're gonna realize like, man, I I gotta make sure that I'm like all the way at top, and then everything that you feed from that point gonna grow full. You know what I'm saying? Because you done filled yourself to that point. Like you done mastered some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so in layman's terms, what are some things that people invest in that isn't necessarily themselves?
You mean like good or bad? Like in what aspect?
Because for you, you said that one of the biggest things is you invest into yourself, which is like honing in on what you are passionate about, and
For sure.
up with, and your heart is in.
For sure.
So on the opposite end, what do you see that people are doing? It's like their
Oh,
heart
yeah.
really isn't in it.
Okay, yeah, for sure. When when you see people investing into the look, I'm gonna just be honest. Like I see a lot of niggas buying fake views and shit, and then and I'm gonna just be real because I'm just gonna be me, the fake designer and the fake. It's like it's fake. So not to talk down on nobody, because people be like, oh, you talking bad about people who don't got as much money as you because they can't buy designer, but you don't have to buy designer though. You ain't have to do that. So you have to go get that fake shit. You could have just put some regular shit on and be you until you get to that point where you get right. So like you spending that bread, right, which is fine, it's just the money, but you're investing time into like really. If you got to fake it till you make it, I understand that. Because there's certain points where that does make sense. You know what I mean? If you on the verge and there's a lot of niggas who I know who had record deals and was sleeping on couches. You understand what I'm saying? But they had to go to the shoot to shoot the video, and there's no way that they could go look like they just came off a couch. So yeah, of course they had to figure out how to get the fake chain on and shit, or maybe go put the Gucci loafers on that might have been from Omar or whatever, just to get to where you had to go to do what you had to do. But I'm saying it's niggas who are getting, there's no reason behind this. These are niggas that you and me see on a regular basis. It'd be at Woodman's, it'd be at motherfucking West Town Mall. You understand what I'm saying? With 2.3 million views. And the fake Gucci loafers on. With the fake Christian Dior bag and you like, why though? Right? Because you're not seeing the reason why. What was the point to get? What did that actually do for you? Now you invested into looking like you had 2 million views, so you probably threw your algorithm off. You know what I'm saying? I understand the point of embellishing the numbers. That's always like a beautiful thing for higher scale artists, because I understand, like, and this is putting y'all on game. So when you be smart enough to see where it's coming, right? So if you're gonna embellish the numbers, you have to do it in a certain space where it makes sense. So like if you just dropped, right, it's cool to maybe give it not bots. But we're talking about maybe paying for some playlist motion, putting your shit on a couple playlists, right? So it can be seen by people who don't actually naturally fuck with you.